Hello? Do you know who this is? Morpheus.
Yes. I've been looking for you, Neo. I don't know if you're ready to see what I want to show you.
A time comes when silence is betrayal, even when pressed by the demands of inner truth. Men do not easily assume the task of opposing their government's policy, especially in time of war. Nor does the human spirit move without great difficulty against all the apathy of conformist thought within one's own bosom and in the surrounding world. Some of us who have already begun to break the silence of the night have found that the calling to speak is often a vocation of agony, but we must speak. We must speak with all the humility that is appropriate to our limited vision, but we must speak.
First, they came for the writers. But I didn't speak up because I was not a writer. Then they came for the students. But I didn't speak up because I was not a student. Then they came for musicians. But I didn't speak up because I was not a musician. And then they came for the Greens, the Muslims, the trade unionists, Christians and the Jews, the travelers, the homosexuals, the journalists, the artists, the thuggers, the doctors, the philosophers, the economists, the anarchists and the politicians, the nerds, the Europeans, the Americans, the communists, the hackers, illegals, the homeless. And I didn't speak up because I wasn't any of them. Any of them. And then they came for me. And there was no one left to speak up for me.
But unfortunately, you and I have run out of time. They're coming for you, Neo, and I don't know what they're going to do.
Who's coming for me?
Stand up and see for yourself.
What, right now?
Yes, now. Do it slowly. The elevator.
First they came for the fruits of people's labor, and not enough people spoke out. Because not enough people spoke out, they believed what they were being told. Then they came and took the rights of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers and effects. They did unreasonable searches, seizures, violated people with no warrants, no probable cause, and not enough people spoke out. Because not enough people spoke out, they believed what they were told about the war on drugs and terrorism. Then they came and took away the right to remain silent, life, liberty, property, due process of law. They stole private property for public use without just compensation, and not enough people spoke out. Not enough people spoke out because it wasn't happening to them. Then they came for the right to defend oneself with a gun, and not enough people spoke out. Because not enough people spoke out, the majority believed that guns kill people. Then they came for the freedom of speech, my right to peacefully assemble, seek a redress of grievances. And with not enough people to speak out, with not enough money, not being secure in my person or property, no right to self-defense, and no freedom of speech, they took me. If you don't speak out about the constant everyday human rights violations, it will only lead us to tyranny. Martin Luther King said, "Everything Hitler did was legal." Speak up now before there is no one left to speak out for you.
Muslims, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Muslim. Then they came for immigrants, detaining them indefinitely, solely upon a certification of the Attorney General, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't an immigrant. Then they came to enter homes and offices for unannounced sneak and peek searches, and I didn't speak up because I had nothing to hide. Then they came to arrest American citizens and hold them indefinitely without any charges and without access to lawyers. And I didn't speak up because I would never be arrested. Then they came for immigrants and students from selected countries, luring them under the requirements of special registration as a ruse to seize them and detain them. And I didn't speak up because I wasn't required to register. Then they came for anyone who objected to government policy because it only aided the terrorists and gave ammunition to America's enemies. And I didn't speak up because I didn't speak up. And then they came for me, and by that time, no one was left to speak up.
There are two ways out of this building. One is that scaffold, the other is...
Yeah.
Also with that fire, boy.
Cranked up, cranked up.